Imagine this. I'm King Azoulay. I wake up in the morning. 90% of the universe hates me.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
They don't want to see me successful. They think that this is success, but this is not success. Success I've already done. Like, that was before social media. But I believe that God gives you success and helps you make a lot of money so you could have more time to help others.
Welcome back to the Bubba YouTube channel. Let's get a Bubba army in the chat. Well, guys, the AMU, the Alpha Male Universe, is always going crazy. And a superstar in the AMU is Princess Azoulay. Now, that's not a good thing. I just want to preface that. Being a superstar in this shit show, in this crazy carnival, that's not a good thing. And this chinless bitch lame has tried to go into the venture of Twitch streaming. I will repeat, Twitch streaming, yes. He's trying to be the next Asmongold, the next XQC, and he's only getting like less than 500 views at the time of this video. Yeah, 500 views, 500,000 subscribers. Something isn't making sense, so be sure to hit that like and subscribe button so we can show how strong the Bubba army is. This one's gonna be crazy. He's got a lot of crazy shit he's gonna say. I'm probably gonna split the video up into part 2, part 3, because I know people can only tolerate so much bullshit that this big-headed lame has to say. Okay, so let's get in a flow state together, let's get bubbly with it, and let's get this show on the road.
Physical appearance is so important because once other men respect you, women want you. Women want men that are respected by other men. So I knew that with the right physical appearance and being shredded and being of a good size, good fit, that I will dominate. And that allowed me to get women so easily. And I kind of miss being poor, because when I was poor, I wouldn't pick her up with a Rolls Royce. I would tell her that my car was impounded when I was fucking like 13 years old. Like, well, you know, my license got suspended and my car got impounded, and they would come pick me up from my house, from my parents' house. And when I bring them up into my house in the middle of the night, and the girl is like fucking 28, 29 years old, and she's coming to see me, and I'm like 13, 14. I'm like, shh, my roommates are sleeping. Please don't make noise. And that was my parents in the other bedroom. But because I was big, because I worked out, because my mind thought like a mature man, it was so funny because these girls would believe that I'm like 25, 26 years old and I was 13. That's also when I met Devin, by the way. I met him when I was like 12 or 13. And we did capoeira together. You know, if you guys know capoeira. So for me, physical appearance was always...
It's always some ridiculous nonsense when it comes to storytelling time by Princess Azoulay, but I wanted to first comment about what was heard at the end of this clip, and it's that Devin is confirmed to be a childhood friend of Azoulay. And I was saying that in my video in which we exposed this lame that you're seeing on screen and how he is the one that runs everything behind the scenes, that Azoulay is his bitch, right? That he is his lame. And yeah, so it's confirmed that these guys are childhood friends. I don't even know what it is that they did together. I don't even know what that was that Azoulay said. I tried looking that up. I don't know how to spell it. I don't even know what it is, right? So maybe someone in the comment sections can elaborate or explain. But yeah, so Devin is glazing, he's slobbing, he's globbing with these stories. He's eating this shit up. I mean, he does look very pathetic. He is a very pathetic looking man. So I don't know, maybe he's just into that, right? But let's comment about the actual stories that were told, right? I mean, I'm not going to believe that this is true, because with this guy, Azoulay, you can't even believe anything that he says, right? But if true, right, and this is a massive if, like, isn't this like all creepy? Like, that's pretty like foul to be tricking people. Like, I don't, like, he thinks that like that makes him look cool, like that makes him look good, but if you really think about it, it doesn't. It's weird. It's very strange, all of it, right? Yeah, like, this is not the W that I think Azoulay thinks it is. I think it makes him even creepier. I mean, hey, comment down below, right? This is always a discussion in the Bubba community, right? Maybe you're a new viewer. We're always discussing things. Like, engagement is very high on this channel. We are always talking. There's a Bubba Discord, right? But yeah, I think it's weird. I genuinely think it's weird. And that's assuming the story is even true. So let's continue on because the nonsense gets more ridiculous as always.
From other men, that brought me women very easily. When I used to go to Vegas to the pool parties, all I had to do was show my room key. And a girl would literally come up to me and would go upstairs and we would fuck. That easy. And she was hot. There's no fat chicks.
Bruh.
I guarantee you, I've never been with a fat chick. Ever. I've never been that guy that's like, oh, man, I need it so bad, I'll have to just go with the fat chick. No. 100%. All of them were white. All of them were fit. All of them were sexy. All of them looked good. And when I was 13, 14, all of them were older than me. All of them. So I was always hanging out with older women. Even my last girlfriend before my wife that I was with.
What's up with the random tortas like taking some strays from Azoulay? I mean, hey, at least they're safe from him. I wouldn't want Azoulay around any women at the end of the day. But I always like break down these videos with Mrs. Bubba before they go live, right? I watch every clip. I'm like, hey, let's talk about this. Let's talk about that, right? And did anybody notice that Azoulay made it like a big deal that the only women that he hooks up with are white? Now, at the end of the day, maybe this is not a big deal, right? Maybe this is nothing to talk about, right? But it's always a discussion here in the Bubba community. And I feel like it's just kind of like weird to emphasize like someone's race, like, oh, the only women I hook up with are white, the only women I hook up with are black. Like, women are women. I don't know why he's making it like a race thing. I don't know. Maybe it's not a big deal. Maybe it is. I'll like to hear your guys' feedback about that, right? But this is not the flex that Azoulay thinks it is. He tries to say that he's partying in Las Vegas, that he's with all these women, he's bringing them to the hotel, and he's doing all of this while not being actually a man, right? Being underage. And it's just not the flex it is. It's just creepy. At the end of the day, it's just weird. None of this is cool. The story's probably a lie, but you look corny, you look weird, you just look like more of a fool. But the story gets even stranger. There's even a bigger twist at the end because now Azoulay is beefing with Wes Watson. Yeah, you heard that right. Azoulay's now beefing with Wes Watson.
Still on?
Yeah, they actually asked if you would consider having Wes Watson as an opponent in the ring.
Yeah, why not? Of course.
That would be
That would be great. That would be great. Yeah, I don't even want to get paid for that one.
So who do you think would win between Ali and Wes Watson? Like, who do you think would be a tougher competitor for you? And said another way, if those two fought, who would win between those two?
That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Listen, Ali's no pussy. I'll tell you that. As much as, you know, I want to knock him out, but I'm saying he's no pussy. He's not a pussy. He's definitely not a pussy like people nowadays. Everybody's a bunch of pussies. No, he'll actually fucking fight. Ali will fight. And Ali's punch will fucking break somebody's head. I guarantee you. He's got a good sized punch. And I've seen him punch.
Well, we know Wes Watson will fight.
We know Wes Watson.
Some 7-foot dude.
We know Wes Watson will fight. But the one thing about Wes Watson is that Wes Watson doesn't know how to box. And I don't know how great of boxing skills what's his name has, Ali. But I know that Wes Watson is not a boxer. But I know Wes Watson would go into like a bare knuckle fight, for example. Yeah, that would be a cool fight. Bare knuckle fight with Wes Watson, that would be cool.
So Wes Watson and Azoulay in a boxing match. The AMU is really a crazy place because none of it's scripted, right? Like all of these alfalfas, we even have alpha females. If anybody saw, I guess we got Chest Watson, Malones Watson now in the AMU. None of this is scripted. Like these people are truly this unhinged. And if we talk about a Wes Watson versus Azoulay, Ali, well, let's talk about Ali, right? I think Ali would win, right? Some people have asked me, like, why haven't you yet made a video about Ali? I think that Ali is for sure, like, fits into the whole alpha male niche thing, but he's not as cringe as the other guys. Like, in a way, he's kind of like the anti-hero. In a way, you can kind of, like, root for him, But yeah, you know, I'll be making a video. We'll be talking about Ali further in depth, but that is the clip, right? Wes Watson versus Azoulay versus Ali. But now Azoulay starts talking his shit about Wes Watson.
Does he still have old habits? Yeah. Fighting, you know, being with a girl that, you know, he could do better. And when I say better, I mean, if he has money now as a man and he's got muscles, all you have to do is stop using the F word all the time, stop trying to fight people, step away from guys who are still looking to go back to prison. Don't be with a woman that you might get into fights with. You need a woman that will keep your life stable. And I guarantee you, he'll be good. He'll be way better. And for all I know, she also has 2 kids that are not even his. And from my understanding, he was with her from the time that she was pregnant by another man. So that's not manly for me. Like, that's for me is a no-no. Okay? Like, to be with a woman and you know, while she's pregnant.
Maybe you're creating the beef right now.
Maybe. But I'm just saying, like, to me, that's a no-no. And that's cool if that floats his boat. If it was the case, maybe someone just talked shit and it's not the case. Maybe that is his kid. I don't know the situation. But I know one thing, is that I would never talk to a pregnant woman. I would never be with a woman who has kids. And I'll tell you why.
Don't you hate when you have to agree with somebody you don't like? In this moment, I 100% agree with Azoulay. How are you going to say that you're like the most masculine man ever and you haven't even created a line of your own children? Like, he has no lineage to pass over his knowledge, his life over. Like, it's insane. Like, it's literally insane to say you're so alfalfa, you're so alpha, and you can't even make that shit clap. Like, you can't even have children. Instead, you raise another man's child and you LARP that you were like this great dad. Like, it's the most humiliating shit ever that he tried to make it seem like Angie was pregnant with his child when she got her shit clapped by another guy. And now you're the one raising the kid. Like, that's just like another level. And you know, like, if you're a stepdad and like you came into a situation, you're trying to be like that father, like, I'm not gonna like disrespect you. Like, that takes a lot of humility to do that, to be in that role, right? But this is Wes Watson we're talking about. He's not trying to be a genuine father. He's doing it all for the looks, right? And Azoulay, I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. And he's definitely watching his videos because he basically just rehashed all of the Angie Wes Watson drama to the 30 people that watched his stream or whatever. But man, this video, part 1, was crazy, right? Talked about his delusional stories, his Wes Watson beef, and I guess Tortas took some stray. So Tortas took a stray, yeah. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed it. If you're a new viewer, let me welcome you to the channel. Be sure to comment down below so I can welcome you to the Bubba Army. If you want to, consider joining the Bubba Discord. It's like the town square, the public square of the channel where people are always talking, we're always having fun. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. Hit that like button and I'll see you in a future video. Later.